We just finished an incredible hike where we cover the 8 things that you need to do to comply with Canada's anti-money laundering laws. So stick around if you want to hear how your money service business can stay off the government's naughty list and avoid the massive fines they've been handing out. This is Audit Trails.
Step 1. Appoint a compliance officer.
Someone's got to be in charge of your AML program, so it's typical to do this in phases. You're going to start with an internal employee like your CFO, graduate to a fractional compliance officer, and then eventually a full-time chief compliance officer.
Step 2. Verify your customers.
You need to collect identification, personal details, things like company information, make sure you're not working with known criminals, and you need to keep everything up to date and demonstrate ongoing due diligence.
Step 3. Detect suspicious activity.
Don't try to do this by hand or things are going to slip through the cracks, but you need to set up a transaction monitoring system and keep track of how you handle all the alerts that come through.
Step 4. Submit threshold-based and suspicious transaction reports.
If your customers hit certain thresholds for cash, crypto, or electronic funds moved within a certain time period, or if you detect them doing something suspicious, you need to submit a report to FinTrack. If you get audited and it turns out that you failed to submit some of these reports, you're going to get smacked with a huge fine. And if you use Rhizome, we have tons of tools that help with the creation and submission of these reports. We hook right into your FinTrack account, and it can save you tons of time.
Step 5. Assess risk.
You need to continuously take into account the risks that your company faces and adjust accordingly. So maybe you have certain products that are considered riskier than others, or you deal in risky jurisdictions. FinTrack wants to see that you have a plan in place for that. And it's also important to assess the risk of every customer that you onboard.
Step 6. Document everything.
The requirement is to have written policies and procedures that are clear and up to date. And so you're going to detail things like, these are our monitoring rules. This is how we onboard customers. These are the steps that we take to investigate. And it's also important to retain customer data for at least 5 years.
Step 7. Train your team.
If you're a startup, this one might only run you a few $100 a year. There are approved vendors that you can use, but basically you need to make sure that your employees are up to date on the latest happenings in the financial crime world, as well as, trained on internal policies and how you handle things.
Step 8. Test your systems.
Every 2 years, you're supposed to audit your compliance framework. You can do this internally, or you can hire an external auditor to help you with this. But essentially, you're looking to identify any gaps or deficiencies and come up with a plan to address those problems going forward. What a beautiful day. Thank you for hiking with me today. I hope you learned something. Follow for more hikes, and I'll see you on the next one.
If you're a startup, we have software that automates most of this at Rhizome Compliance for as low as $2,000 a month. And we have a network of experts who can handle the rest, like auditing, training, and staffing. Give us a shout for a free consultation. We look forward to speaking with you about streamlining your compliance workflows.
So stick around if you want to hear... For real? So loud.